Hello, lovely people. So, I am in traffic again. I'm pretty sure y'all that have followed me for a while are used to my car chronicles. But if you are new to the family and just joining, hello, my name is Chanel. I am a practicing LVN that is currently going to WGU for my RN BSN or BSN RN, should I say. But yeah, so I'm trying to document my experience. I have been doing a very bad job. I'm going to admit it. I ain't going to front and say that I haven't. It's just like I said in the last video, because the class is hybrid, everything up to now has been a little bit difficult for me to, show y'all. Because there's really nothing for me to show. It's just like, yeah, I took my test and I finished and I'm on to the next class. That's really all that's been going on, because all of your lectures online, and then your sim lab and your clinicals are in person. So in basically a little over a week, I will be going to my first sim lab. I will do a unboxing of my lab kit for you guys, because I do have my lab kit, and I'll show you like all of the nursing school stuff that I have. I have to order my scrubs because I had tried to order some little cheap ones from Amazon. Them things, oh, they fit so bad. They were horrible. But I will, once my new scrubs come in, I'll show you guys all that. But I will do an unboxing of my lab kit and the other stuff that I have that are a requirement outside of your scrubs, because you just need some royal blue scrubs and you need black or white shoes, non-porous shoes. So you can't do like Crocs, clogs, any of those type of things. So, but I'll get to that in another video, but that's just so you can have that. Part of the reason why this video is so late is because I did film a video for you guys last month, but I did not, once I got to editing the video and I really sat down and I started listening to the video and just going through everything, I genuinely felt like, number one, the video was too rambly, and I was basically saying the same thing over and over again. And number two, it was too, I don't want to say aggressive, that's not the right word, but it was a little angry, because I was upset when I shot the video, and that is because I was having some issues with the Foundations of Nursing class that I was in. So I will, get into that, but it will be in a little bit of a lighter tone, okay? So with the Foundations of Nursing class, basically what happened is I had did all the things, or at least I thought I had did all the things to take my OA so I could be done with the class around Thanksgiving, actually. But what happened is the requirements for your OA that they have on the dashboard is not correct, and it did not say all of the things that you actually had to have to take the OA. And at first I was like, maybe it was my fault. Maybe I was just confused. Maybe I did not read properly, blah, 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 blah. No, after I started talking to some of the people in the Foundations of Nursing study group, quite a few of us were having the exact same issue, where they noticed that, and they would post us a screenshot or whatever of the dashboard showing what the requirements were, and sure enough, all of us had the wrong information on there. So quite a few of us could not finish the Foundations of Nursing class on time, and ended up having to have the class roll over into the next semester. Luckily, Foundations of Nursing is a class that you can do in clinicals, so it wasn't a problem. I was able to start my clinicals and start my next semester, because I had already told the professor, I'm like, child, if y'all are gonna halt me for this one class, count me out of the rest of the program, because I'm like, if this is what the rest of the program gonna be like, I don't want it. And then, if you guys know, I have had like some other issues in the beginning with WGU, with them not giving me accurate information. But I also feel like that is something that you're going to get with nursing schools, period. So I'm not going to completely just say, oh, it's just WGU. No, because baby, that was San Jack, that was Lone Star, that was Lee College, that was pretty much every school that I have either went to or applied to. The information that they give you're gonna get so much information and so much wrong information. So that's why I say I don't want to just be like, oh, it's WGU, because 9 times out of 10 it's not. It's probably just the way nursing schools are ran. I feel like, and I've said before, I feel like nursing schools are unorganized and they're ran complicated-ish to get you ready for how actual working in a hospital and being a nurse is. Because working in a hospital is ghetto as heck. It is very unorganized. So I think that may be why they do it. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so pretty much Foundations of Nursing had issues with that. And there were more things that I needed to do before I can take my OA. So I had to roll it over to this semester so I can finish all of those requirements and get to the OA. Another thing I did think I told you guys in the last video is you do have to do the EAQs, or those little quote unquote mini quizzes. They are required now, and they are required for you to do them to proficient. Although in my physical assessment class that I am in right now, they're required, but they're not required to proficient. They're just recommended to proficient. So I don't know if something changed, because they do tell you after your class, they tell you to do the little surveys, because according to them, they actually listen to the survey. And if they really listen to the surveys, I'm pretty sure they done got their tails torn up about them daggone EAQs, because everybody hates the EAQs. I have yet to see anybody that's like, oh, I used the EAQs to study and I did. No, everybody's just trying to get them done real quick, because as I said, I think I said in the last video, you do have to do at minimum 50 questions per EAQ in order to get to proficient. And that does not have to do 50 questions. That is have to do a minimum of 50 questions. So, because some of them, I was having to do like 75 plus questions, and I was getting them all right. So I was confused, because I was like, well, okay, I can understand if I had to do a few extra because I was getting some wrong. But there was some of them where the EAQ was really easy. It was stuff that I do every day right now. So I wasn't understanding why it kept telling me that that I was having to keep going. But I was just like, okay, whatever, I guess I have to keep going, so on and so forth. So yeah, so but with the physical assessment class, it just says they are suggested to do them to proficient, but they are not required to do them to proficient, which love that. Although it is still 32, I believe she said that I have to do, so whatever. But I did get my, I'm all over the place. I did get my Foundations of Nursing class done last month. It did not take me very long. The main thing that it was, I was having to go back and do all the freaking EAQs. I had to request the OA again. I had to do the little pre-pop quiz thing that they get. Yeah. So, oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys all that. So the requirements for I don't know if this is every class, and then of course, from what I've seen, things change semester to semester. So for the class, you have to do your 2 PAs. I think it's like 50, it's either 50 or 52 EAQs. And then when you request your OA, you have to do, it's like a OA readiness quiz, and then they send you a pop quiz, which is also another 50 questions. Lots of tests. I think I've said it before in my last video. I'm gonna say it again. I genuinely feel like in person, as someone who's had a in-person nursing school experience and this nursing school experience, I genuinely feel like in person was easier. So, because you did not have to do all of these quizzes. Like, it was genuinely for each one of my classes when I was in school in person for my LVN, it was 4 exams per class. You may have had to do like 1 project or 1 essay, something like that. And then you would have to do like not a case study. Some of them you did have to do case studies, but you would have to do a care plan, something like that, something real easy, real simple, and you were done. You wasn't having to do all of these quizzes. It was a lot less work. You have, in my opinion, you had more time to study and more time to absorb the information because you wasn't so busy trying to do all of the work that you have to do. So that's just my opinion. I do understand, like myself, a lot of people cannot do in-person classes. It just is what it is, because I can't right now. In-person classes do not work for my life right now as a working mom. Just doesn't. But yeah, so that was foundations. Got that done last month. And now I am in the basic nursing skill. I'll put it on the screen somewhere, because I'm probably going to say some of these names right, because I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But it's basic nursing skills, physical assessment, adult health 1, and then I cannot remember what that last class is called to save my life, but I think my mentor said it's some kind of leadership class. So yeah, but she told me I haven't even opened that class yet, because she said that's one we're gonna save to last and do that. Like, once I'm done with my other stuff, we'll save that one to last. So I'm like, okay, cool, no big deal. So I have already done all of the things that I need to do before I start my sim lab. So you do have to request dates to do the sim lab. You cannot just show up. You have to pick which dates you're going to do it. So I picked for the last week of February. That is when I'm going to do my sim lab. And before your sim lab, you have to, they call it a ticket to ride. So you have to do 2, it's kind of like a case study, but they call them like HESI assessment quizzes or something like that. You have to do 2 of those, and then you have to do 2 shadow health simulations. I have done all of them. I got through my shadow health pretty fast. That is because I've done shadow health before. So shadow health for me was no big deal, because I'm perfectly aware of how shadow health works. The little HESI assessments, they were, like I said, they were case studies. So basically what you're doing is you read a passage, have a few questions. Read a little bit more passage, few more questions. Oops, I'm in neutral. Ooh, still in neutral. Girl, what am I doing? But yeah, so that one was pretty easy as well. Because, like, honestly, in my opinion, if you read the passage gives you the answers to just about everything. So just make sure you read the passage, then answer the questions. Part of what I did too is, and I forgot what, somebody told me this, and I did do it in nursing school, and I did feel like it was kind of helpful. But they were like, read your question and answer choices, then go back and read the passage, because a lot of times it'll make the answer in the passage pop out to you. So I did that, but make sure you read your passage, because your answers is in the passage. So yeah, so all of that stuff has to be done at least 15 days before your actual clinical start date. And then there are also these other little things that they want you to print out to bring to class. So I did that too. And yeah, so pretty much I'm just waiting on my sim lab. But yeah, so that's pretty much where I am when it comes to school right now. I don't, like I said, I am right before the stage of where I could give y'all, I guess, more exciting videos, more insightful videos. I don't really know what to call it, because I mean, I'm just at home doing work right now. Yeah, that's really just it. I'm really just at home doing work right now. So I'm telling you guys what you have to look forward to with doing the classes, as far as like the coursework. If you guys like that, please let me know, and I will make more videos about that. And I will make videos where if you want me to, I can make a video about each class, telling you the requirements and things like that, because I'm going to have sim lab this month. Sim lab is for a whole week, and then after that I don't have clinicals until May. So I'm going to have a big gap where I won't have any kind of like hands-on anything to show you. So if you want to see like all of the other stuff, like if you want me to do like a course breakdown and stuff like that, I will gladly do that for you. Just let me know what it is that you want, because I personally feel like what I'm doing right now, I don't know if this is what you want to see, and I don't know if you find it boring. So yeah, so that's all I got for you today. I hope this video is not too long. I hope it's not too rambly. I'm so sorry if it is, but those of y'all that have been around long enough, you know how I am. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, tell me what you want to see, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.